everyone, my name is Sarah. Welcome to your weekly dose at home. Today we're going to talk about a few things that you can do at home to reduce your environmental footprint. Right behind me you're going to notice some bee condos. Those are some things that you might see placed all around the Calgary Zoo. They are places where bees can make a home for themselves. Bees, kind of like bears, do something over the winter called overwintering. That means they go to sleep, they're not really very active, they actually sort of slow right down, and then when the springtime comes again, we're actually going to see a lot of bees get born, they're going to come out into the world, and they're going to start pollinating our plants again. All of this is really important, but bees, like many pollinators, need a place to overwinter. That is why we have bee condos all around the zoo. Now, some of the things that you might want to do at home to help protect pollinators could include planting a garden full of lots of beautiful nectar-full plants. Those will give our bees and other pollinators a lot of food during the season to make sure that they have what they need to survive. One of the other things you can think about doing is leaving some of that leaf litter that's in your garden for a little bit longer before you clean it up. That leaves a nice place for any bees or other pollinators who are overwintering in that kind of leaf litter in your garden, a chance to wake up and get out before you start clearing it away and throwing it out. Some of the other things that we like to focus on here at the Calgary Zoo to reduce our environmental footprint includes eliminating a lot of the single-use plastic on our park. So you're not going to see any plastic straws or anything here around the zoo. I know right now it's a really hard time to kind of think about reducing that waste footprint, especially when a lot of the PPE that we use every day to keep us safe during the time of the coronavirus pandemic is designed to be single use. But I'm here to tell you that there are some small things that you can do to kind of reduce that waste footprint. One of the things that's kind of fun to do is called a waste audit. That's where you're going to go through everything that you throw out, kind of examine what your biggest waste producer in your home is. And it's a really nice way to kind of track what you've thrown out and maybe find ways that you can reduce that footprint. This is a really fun thing to do with kids because it's a very visual example of what we're throwing out, and it gives us a chance to kind of examine ourselves and see if there's room for improvement. Finally, one thing, in addition to planting pollinator-friendly plants, you could even explore planting a little food garden in your backyard. This could have things like carrots or lettuce or potatoes, things that are really easy to grow in Calgary. And by planting them and growing them in your own garden, it's a way that you can actually eliminate the plastic that you're going to pick up in the grocery store. So instead of a plastic bag full of carrots, you can just pull some out of your own garden, which is really nice. Another thing that you might want to consider doing is creating your own beeswax wraps. These are a really good alternative to things like plastic bags or saran wrap that you can use to store your food or wrap your sandwiches on your way to work. These are actually really easy to make at home. All you need is some fabric, some beeswax pellets, and some parchment paper. You'll just put all of this on a cookie tray and put it in the oven at about 200 degrees for about 10 minutes. And all of that beeswax will melt nicely over top of the fabric. And you'll have another piece of beeswax wrap that you can use to take care of your food. If you don't want to go out and buy fabric, you're always more than welcome to cut up old t-shirts, and that's another way that you can kind of repurpose and recycle things that you already have in your home. We're encouraging everybody to share your stories of sustainability on social media. If you tag us at the Calgary Zoo, we're really excited to kind of see what you come up with and ways to reduce your footprint. And we're committed to sharing ways that we're becoming more sustainable as well. So always keep an eye on our social media for those success stories. Check out our weekly Dose at Home activity to find out more ways that you can get your garden rocking for the summer, get that beeswax in the oven for your beeswax wrap, and other ways that you can reduce your environmental footprint. Thank you for tuning in, and as always, thank you for supporting wildlife conservation.